Okay, so it's Monday. We're gonna prep some Stolen Fate. We've got the Battle of the Harrow Court. We did a lot of prep for it last week. I did a little bit of prep. Well, we did a lot of prep off stream also. What I'd like to do before the game tonight is sort of polish the adjustments that we made to the adventure, and then where we have skill challenges, maybe actually program in some things, sort of like we did with the basketball game. So we're going to do the same thing here. All right, so I'm making an actor called Battle of the Harrow Court. I'm going to go to... where are we going to go? Oh, Stolen Fate. There we go. And we're going to go to the dashboard. I'm going to grab the Harrow symbol. Actually, you know what? I'll grab these spooky cards. That'll be fun. All right. And then we'll go here. Battle of the Harrow Court. We're going to link the actor. We're going to go here and punch that in. And we're good to go. Okay. So, there's a lot of things that we need to kind of load up in here. One of the things is Harrow Court Management. We got Fluxing Weave, so we're going to drag Fluxing Weave over so that it's available on this actor, so I can access it faster. And I believe it has been added to their Fanspo bot, sorry, their PF2E helper bot. If it hasn't, I'll go ahead and add it in there. I do not see Fluxing Weave, so I'll go ahead and add that. Alright, hype. Now, we had mentioned that every card that wasn't slotted as a person would also be a layer action that would be available for the different fights. That is true. That is true. So, yeah. I don't actually have any of those made. I think I have them designed, but not built into Foundry, so that's kind of a thing. But I really want to focus more on easily remembering the skill challenges. So, we're going to go to the market, which is right here. Harrow Market in the Battle of the Harrow Court. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and put this under passive. Alright, excellent. And this passive is going to be called Market. And we're going to put Fight Fires. Alright. So, Fighting Fires will be an action. It'll be a 2 Pac-Man action, and it will have the trait Fire. It will have the trait Manipulate. Alright. Under description, we're going to put, let's see. You attempt to control, contain, or remove the void flames that are consuming the Harrow Court. Period. Alright, seems pretty straightforward. So then we're going to ask them for some checks. Alright, so let me go and grab that stuff real quick. I did make a recent discovery, and I'm sure a lot of people already knew this, but if you were ever like, how does shit work in Pathfinder 2e Foundry? You can just like right click on anything that has dice rolls, and there's an option called Inspect Roll, and then that tells you all of the shit that was involved in that roll, which is kind of cool. So if you're ever like looking for, I guess, keywords for stuff that you're trying to do, that's where it will be. All right, so we're doing a skill check. There we go. We want it to be a skill challenge. The format for that looks kind of like this. Okay, some ways to do this, and then we'll put check. I don't know what skills you use to fight fires. Great question. Great question. Let's open up a character sheet. Skills. There we go. Okay. What skills fight fire? PF2E. Skills to fight a fire. Alright. Athletic skill for smothering flames. Survival. Perception. Okay. Acrobatics or stealth. Wah. Alright. So I'm thinking athletics is good. So we'll do athletics, and we'll call it smother the flames. All right, nice. Then we'll do another one. We'll call it check survival. Survival. And the name of that one will be, let's see, control the flames. Is it control or is it manage? Smother the flames. Let's see. Understand the flames. There we go. Okay, and then because it is magical, we'll do an occult check as well. And the occult check will be banish the flames. Alright, I'm into that. So we need it to be of a DC for their level. So we're going to go here, or we're going to do their level 15. We'll make it hard. So DC is 36. All right. Okay. And we'll also put, you must be within 20 feet of the flames as a requirement. That seems pretty good. Requirement. Okay. So if we save it, we should get some checks. When we hit the button, it'll send those checks to chat, and then they will actually have a cool name next to them. And fuck yeah. Okay, so that's that. All right, so then let's see. We can duplicate this one and then use it over and over again. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take this, and then we'll drag that back in. And instead of being market fight fires, it will be save civilians. Nice. All right, so here we'll say you carry, herd, or command civilians to seek safety. You carry, herd, or civilians. There we go. You must be within 20 feet of one or more civilians. Period. Okay. Some ways to do this. Athletics. Carry them. Okay. And the next one would be intimidation. Which would be order them. And then I feel like diplomacy really wouldn't have a place here, but we'll do society. So society. And the name for this one will be organize them. All right, that seems pretty fucking good. And let's see. This one would actually have marks of success. So what we'll do is do critical success space success failure and critical failure. All right. And I feel like we probably need this on the other one too, really. Okay. So let's see. With saving civilians, critical success, one or more civilians gain fleeing. That's rough. All right. So failure, nothing happens. Success, one civilian begins making every effort to reach safety. Okay, and then here we'll do /R1D3. Civilians within 20 feet begin making every effort to reach safety. Okay, that seems pretty good. All right. Okay. So what we do there is save that. Going back to fight fires. Alright. Do we have fights fires anywhere? No? There we go. Put that there. Put this here. Alright. Attempt to control, contain, or remove void flames that are consuming the hero court. Critical success. An area of void flame is reduced in size by 2 stages. Go. So that we have this. We'll say reduce the stage by 1 stage. Nothing happens. And we'll do you make things worse. The void fire increases in size by 1 stage. Nice. Okay. Fuck yeah. Alright, so we'll delete that one. So we'll drag that over. We'll drag this one back. Alright, what other skill challenges were there to do here? Closing portals. That's right. Alright. Oh, thanks. I think it's a pretty good mix, yeah. Just some random robot music. Okay. Let's see. Market, save civilians. So this is going to be market, close portals. All right. And here, let's see. You attempt to close the enemy's portals. Okay. Yeah, that works. You must be within 20 feet of an enemy's of a portal. All right, so some ways to do this. Okay, I would say that Arcana for sure. So Arcana. I'm actually going to give Arcana a lower DC. And then here, let's see, Arcana. Okay. Power over magic theory. The power of magic theory. There we go. This one will be religion, and the name will be the power of Christ compels them. Okay. And then we'll do, at the regular thing will be occultism. So go here. Occultism. Oh wait, I don't think we call it a cult. I think we just occultism. I think we just call it a cult. All right. So that would be out spooky them. Okay. So let's see. Critical failure. An additional demon foe comes through the portal, rolling into an initiative. We won't do a demon, we'll do fiendish foe. There we go. Alright, success. I kind of want the same deal as the fire. So we'll do this. Okay. The targeted portal reduces in size by 1 stage. Period. Yeah, that works. And then the targeted portal reduces in size by 2 stages. And a nearby fiendish opponent takes 30 force damage. Alright, so I think I have the thing to make that. Hold on. Damage. Here we go. Damage 30 force. Okay. The targeted portal reduces the size by 2 stages, and the closest fiendish opponent takes blah 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 blah. Okay. That's pretty fucking cool. Alright, I like that. So this would be magic. This would be teleportation. This would be void. This would also be void. Alright. And then saving civilians. Saving civilians would be fire, manipulate. I'm gonna put linguistics in here. Okay. And then I'm gonna lower the DC on society to 34. There we go. And I'm gonna raise the DC on athletics to 38. Alright. Hype. Hype. Okay. So what that means is we have the different conditions, right, on this particular thing. Let me see. Let me go to my notes. Book 2. cards present. Where the fuck did I put it? Battle of the Hero Court. Here it is down the bottom. Okay, so Battle of the Hero Court, blah blah blah, wagon shit, blah blah blah, raw, blah blah blah, board breakers, blah blah blah, weird allies. Okay. Let's see. My headset has betrayed me. Nope. Okay, it's back on. All right. Teamster, go back. Primary threats. Marketplace siege. There we go. Okay. So what we'll do then is down here under passives, since those are all actions, we're going to go ahead and add marketplace battle. All right, and then I'll put all this in. Okay, you have 14 battles across all fronts. If the VP threshold isn't met, the marketplace becomes contained but burning, ongoing defense, blah blah blah. Alright. Zone control. Control the central square for 2 consecutive rounds. I kind of like that also. So for that to work, we would need to mark that area. So I think we could just do this. Basically, let's see. That work? Alright, let me try again. We're gonna go from here to here to there. Alright. Thanks. So what will make this... I think pink works fine, actually. So that's the area control. How that works is... at least one PC or named NPC present. I mean, that's simple enough. I feel like there needs to be more to it than that. Like, no enemies in that area. So we could make it smaller. There we go. Alright. Mechanic, control the central square. At least one is present with no enemies in the zone at the end of a round. That seems good. It can only be done once, so, you know, that's cool. Damage control, environmental, each stabilized zone, 1 victory point. We would kind of need to mark what the sizes are of these areas. So, having an actor to represent it would have probably been better. But we could just use this text. There we go. So we just need to make sure it's labeled as a map label. Position, not an elevator, drawing information object. There we go. All right. Then the text just says size 4. All right. Yeah, I mean that seems good. Okay, so size 4, gotta get down to size 0. Yeah. Raise the font size a bit. Update. Alright, so That will be there. And then each of these. There we go. It is admittedly 4 sizes. That'd be like 8 actions. So maybe they should be size 3. Yeah, that could work. I just don't want it to end too fast, but I also don't want it to go on forever. And you only get to do a certain number of these before it's done. I wish I had thought of that before I put size 4 everywhere. Alright. So we'll do size 3. Okay. Size is a weird word. Oh. It did not change. Hold on. Size 3. Update. There we go. Alright. So that covers that. They got the area control. They got the little goobers. They're trying to get the safety. Nice. And then they got the bad guys that they got to fight. Close micro rifts. Yep. Demon captains. Civilian evacuation. Very cool. Okay. So we have that fucking covered. Alright. Nice. Now we can move on to the portal room. Let's see. Portal room 2. Alright. So we got this giant goober right here. That's the whole thing. We got that. I also have the actors for the Prince of Wolves. So we'll drag him out and his Shadow clones. Doesn't look like they got updated. Oh wait, we want the level 14 versions. Oh my god, it's a little too big. Alright, so let's see. What can we do with this? Link actor data, no. Appearance. Scale. Okay, bring it down a bit. And then we go to light. It's going to emit light in a 10-foot dim. The light color will be black. And then it will be contrast. Shadows way up. Okay. Drag those out. Also, what happened to our music? Hello? I think our music just died. Let's see. Yeah. Weird. I wonder if I'm still online. I don't know. Kind of a bummer about our music. Let's see. Oh, it's my fucking headset again. Alright, hold on. Yeah, not happy with this headset at all, but kind of stuck with it because it's way too late to return it. Okay. So let's see, color intensity on the light, maybe that. All right, let's see if that does anything for us. Oh, that makes his light too bright. I want him to be kind of shadowy, but I didn't want to have to like Photoshop anything. Let's see. Light color, color intensity is a darkness source. We don't need it to be a darkness source. Color burn, maybe. Alright, we'll see if that does anything. It still doesn't. Kind of killing me here. Alright, let's see. Contrast, shadows. High absorption. Okay. I feel like we're getting closer. Light, 0 bright. Light color, definitely something dark. Internal color burn. Oh, okay. It's kind of getting close. Could not remember how you make it dark. Luminosity down? That could be it. Let's see. External color burn. Internal. Invert. Nope. Yeah, man. I'm stumped. I feel like we've done this before, though. Shadows all the way down? The intensity of dark colors illuminated by this light source. Okay. Saturation. Attenuation. Adjust the brightness of this light source. You don't want to be bright at all. Like, that looks sick as hell, but it's not shadowy. Whoa. Let's see. I'm not gonna worry about them. So let's see. We'll go in here. And you know what? Fuck it. We'll Photoshop it real quick. We will make it shadowy token ourselves. So let's turn off light entirely. Just fake it. Alright. So in order to fake it looking like shadow, what we want to do is we're going to do a desaturate. And then we're going to do a forced contrast. That's pretty good. Okay. And then we're going to flatten it into a new layer so that we could do it again. So we're gonna hit that contrast again. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. It could get even more, so what we could do is invert, and then we could, where we wanted that darkness to kind of come back in, we could use this, but it didn't really work too good. We could just paint, I guess. Let's see. So we'll do shadows. And let's see. Opacity on those shadows right there. And then we'll clean it up a little bit. There we go. Alright. And then nice. Okay. So like you could kind of see him in there, but not like too much. And then we'll hide these. And then we'll do another brightness contrast. There we go. So like, you know he's in there, but he's very shadowy. That works pretty good. All right. Let's see. That. And this will be faded prints, shadows. There we go. All right. And oh, y'all. And then, one thing I did want to do, I don't think we have any actual shadows in here, do we? Got a shadow giant. He's got shadow cloak and pall of shadows. I like pall of shadows. That's pretty good. All right. So we'll throw that on there. And all of shadows, say when the shadow prints hits, blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. I like that. So this would be, in addition to their gloom blade, having those guys, it would also have all of shadows. Nice. Okay, so we got that sorted out. Drop these guys in now. Humble the Prince of Wolves. Hey, you're supposed to change the artwork. Oh, God. Why you give me such a fucking hard time here? Okay. Alright. There we go. Nice. Alright. So we'll do that. Hide these guys for later. Okay. So now we've got that all sorted out. We gotta do climbing this fucking thing. Alright. So then the tower fight. Should we add some kind of deactivating thing for that? I think we already have it. Let me see. Stone. Alright. We got entropy stone, we got space stone, we got time stone. And they already have occultism or arcana to disable as part of them. So that's fine. Alright, excellent. So then, yeah, we really just need to focus on climbing this bad boy. Alright. Harcourt defense, brief. Nope. Alright. Corruption clock. Alright. So, grab this. This. And this. Structuring the climb. There we go. Alright. Failure states. Good. So we're going to go down here, and for this, we're going to put portal room battle. Okay. And paste all that shit in. Alright. Remove the card without being erased. Phase 3, Phase 2, board the Colossus. Okay. So this would be market save civilians, but instead it will be portal room. Board the Colossus. Alright. So 2 to 3 successes before 2 failures. Athletics, leap, climb, acrobatics, fluxing, weave, creative, magic. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna put the new Colossus. Does not want to be boarded. Duh. Okay. Use skill, brute force, or mastery of magic. Defined purchase on the machine. Yeah, that seems good. All right. Requirement: you must be within. Okay. All right. So some ways to do this. All right. Athletics. We're gonna make athletics pretty hard. Okay. We're just gonna call it hop on. All right, and then we will do Arcana. Nope, it can't be capitalized. Okay. Any attempt to board the Colossus using magical means and/or teleportation effects requires a 2 action. Let's see. I'm gonna put move. Let's see. Requires a 2 action. Requires an additional 2 actions or 1 reaction to make one of the following checks. Okay. Let's see. Command magic. Alright. So again, you can't have capitals. Go. Colt. Tied to the magic source you are using. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That. So we will make religion and nature harder. There we go. All right, so athletics to get on. We need another way for people to get on, though. Acrobatics, maybe? Yeah, sure. Acrobatics. All right. Parkour your way on. Okay. Hop or climb on. Okay. So all of these will be hard except for Arcana and actually it'll be very hard. Yeah, that works. Okay. Cool. So boarding the Colossus. Dunzos. Critical failure. You are knocked prone. Seems to work. Nothing happens. Success. You board the Colossus. And then on a critical success, you board the Colossus. And may grant one ally on the field a +2 status bonus to their attempt, their next attempt to board the Colossus. Yeah, seems good. Okay. Alright. Use skill, brute force, or master of magic to find purchase upon the machine. Excellent. Alright. So let me drag portal room over here. We drag portal room back over here. And then the next stage is reach the core. Okay. So let's see. Reach the core. Okay. So, say once boarded, you are able to navigate the twisting maze of reality that is the Colossus's physical form. Okay. You must reach the core to deactivate it. Nice. Some ways to do this. I like will save. That's a good one. So let's see. Okay. I think you just do check will. So we'll do here. We'll do check will 36. Keep your sanity. Alright, then we'll do perception. Nice. Find a way. Find a way. Alright, and then survival, navigate impossible terrain. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so we'll do hey scrolls. Alright, we'll do check survival. Yeah. Navigate impossible terrain. Okay. Any attempts to utilize magical means and or teleportation effects, requires initial 2 actions or 1 reaction to make one of the following checks tied to the magic source you're doing. Okay. So on a critical success, you reach the core. On a success, you are almost there, comma, you gain a +4 status bonus to your next attempt to reach the core. Failure, nothing happens. Critical failure, you are knocked prone. Critical failure, you fall off the Colossus. You may attempt to grab an edge if here it is. And then the DC 36. Okay, that seems good. So all right, and then liberate the Teamster is the last thing that we got to do. So we'll drag this over and drag it down here. All right. Liberate the Teamster. I was going to have the Teamster be a reward for doing all... Hey, what's up, Dom? I was going to have the Teamster be a reward for doing all their backstory quests, but the Teamster actually works really good for this, so I'm not going to worry about it. Alright. So, let's see what we got. Alright. The Colossus is powered by the corruption of the Teamster card. Free him. Some ways to do this. Athletics. Forceful extraction. Or damage. I kind of like that, or damage. I guess just, let's see. Violence. You can attack the Teamster card to knock some sense into it. That's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty fucking cool. Okay. Let's see. Is there an actor for the Teamster? There is. Haha! Love it. Alright. Great. So that worked out really well. Level 17. Ain't gonna be easy. Alright, let me drag him out onto the map then. Item. Alright. Let's see. Some ways to do this. Violence. Cool. Boom. Let's see. Careful. Disentanglement. This would be thievery. Or occult. Okay. Emotional appeal. Okay, that's cool. Get through to him. That would be diplomacy. Okay. Get creative. Or alright. Any attempt we'll just put using magical and/or teleportation effects requires an additional 2 actions or 1 reaction to make. Put additional 1 action or reaction. There we go. So I kind of feel like we should change it for the other 2 also. Let's see. Additional 1 action. Sort of like the magic tax. That seems good. Alright, board the Colossus. Here. Go. Alright. I haven't purchased Foundry. I haven't used Foundry. I've purchased it, but I've gotten so used to Roll20. Yeah. It's a pretty big investment of your time to learn how to use it. If you're happy on Roll20, I'd probably just stay on Roll20. That's my real advice. If you've got a lot of time and you want to learn something new, hell yeah, go for it. You could do some pretty incredible stuff in Foundry, but otherwise, stay away, stay safe, stay happy. Back on Roll20 land. All right. So we got fighting fires, saving civilians, closing portals. We've got boarding the Colossus, reaching the core, and then liberating the Teamster. They have to do all of this while also dealing with Droxelos and however many ads and the thing itself. Okay, every round they're going to be losing. They're going to be losing victory points or gaining victory points. So we're going to give this thing 14 health. The Battle of the Hero Court. That's how we'll track their victory points that they have remaining, I guess. Let's see. I'll say that it's got 14 out of 21. That works. You can raw dog Foundry. Ew. Big ew on that one. But I guess if you don't know what you're missing, raw dog Foundry isn't too bad. Ugh. Okay. I think that's it. Got the little cards here to represent the stuff. Maybe we make it huge so it's easier for me to track. Yeah, seems good. Then we got the Teamster riding around inside of this monster. He's very large. Shuffle the deck, read the cards, bite them. Oh, his 2 phantasmal geckos to come to his aid. That's adorable. Okay. Yeah, that works. So I don't know how many successes they need to free the Teamster. That would be another thing to know. But I do know that after the fight with the Teamster, they have to deal with the Prince of Wolves in some form. Altogether, this is going to be 4 fights in a row, which I know they don't like having a bunch of fights in a row. That's why I'm trying to make the fights all very different from each other and not just really tough boss fights. We will see. We will see what happens. So, yeah. All right. That's it for now. Seriously, though, it is an investment to learn, but I think it's worth just don't... Yeah. It is a tough decision. So. All right. I got to go get some dinner. I'll be back at 8 o'clock. LexAS22 will be streaming the game. We'll be back tomorrow night to prep some 7 Dunes for Sandpoint. And I'll be back on Wednesday for a special randomly scheduled vodcast with Dom, who's in chat right now. We're going to go over our New Year's resolutions for tabletop and all that jazz. It's a tradition going back, I think, 3 years at this point. So I'm looking forward to it. Hope everybody has a great night, and I'll see you next time.